Hey everyone, welcome to this PSA return video. I sent this towards the beginning of December, and it is currently February 2nd, so a couple month turnaround, which is pretty good for PSA, especially when you consider that I sent this through a group submitter, like all baseball cards. I know one of these came back, minimum size not met. I think it was a late 90s Patrick Ewing card. We'll see. But other than that, everything else came back just fine. But yeah, I'm not totally sure. I don't exactly remember what I sent off, so this is kind of a surprise for me as well. Okay, so let's start off with the one that did not get graded. Minimum size requirements. Okay, it's kind of odd for a 2000 Fleer card. I might try sending this in with SGC at some point, or I might just keep it. Okay, so first up, this is a Topps Now sticker of Ty Cartier for the Seattle Kraken. This is part of a set I'm putting together of all of the members of the first Kraken playoff team. This one came back a 9. I feel like that's pretty good for the stickers. The stickers, they usually grade pretty harshly. Okay, next up, this is part of that 2001 All-Star Redemption set. This is Randy Johnson. I know it had some chipping and some edge issues, but a 5 is pretty harsh. You can see that corner, like the top is a bit rounded. There's some white showing on these tipped corners, but to me that seems pretty harsh when there's really not anything going on the surface that I can tell. Okay, next up, this is a dual memorabilia card of Sue Bird and Lauren Jackson. Came back in 8. I feel like that's pretty good for these thicker cards, although there's really not much noticeable except for slightly, very slightly rounded corners. There must be something on the surface that I couldn't catch. Okay, next up, this is actually a promotional card for the 2005 WNBA set, so it's Sue Bird. This one came back at 10. Awesome. This is pretty rare. I don't remember exactly what the pop is, but it's very low. I think it's below 10. Okay, next up, this is a Jerry Rice card. It's got the Broncos logo in the back, but this is actually from the one season that he was in Seattle. So the photo on the front is him in the Seahawks uniform. That came back at 10. Awesome. So these two cards are kind of from like every Hall of Famer that ever played for a Seattle team. I'm trying to get a card of them in their Seattle jersey. Okay, next up, another one. This is from the All-Star Redemptions. So these are the two Donruss cards. This one's Alex Rodriguez. This one also came back a 5. This one I see it more so than the Randy Johnson. You can see that there's like a little bit of a dip on the top there. But overall, if you look at this compared to like a 1950s or 60s PSA 5, I feel like it's kind of harsh. Okay, next up, another one of the Redemptions, Edgar Martinez. This one you can see there's some chipping on the back. This one came back a 7. To me, these corners up here look worse than those 5s. So these are tipped pretty badly. There must be something on the surface of those that I can't see with the naked eye. Okay, next up, Lupinello of the same set. This one came back in 8. Once again, I can see some divots in there in the corners. Huh. This one I can see being off center since you can see there's an A cut off there, but the other ones look pretty well centered as well. Okay, last one. This is Alvin Davis and Harold Reynolds of the same set. So this was completing my set. I'm trying to get all those cards graded, and with this, I have all of them graded. Maybe at some point I'll try to upgrade these, but really, visually, there's not much that differentiates them from the 7s and 8s that I have. And then this one came back in 8 as well. So all in all, not that great of a submission. I'm kind of surprised by these two 10s, to be honest. The Sue Bird especially, it's kind of hard to tell with the camera, but it's slightly discolored. But I think this pretty much puts an end to my Super Bird collection. I've got one card every year from 1998 through 2022 graded. And a lot of them I have the highest pop, or the highest grade in the pop report, which is pretty nice. And I've also got some additional cards like these two outside of that. And then, I don't know, we'll see. I might try to find a different card but this, or try sending to SGC, see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching.